Hi everyone, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. My name is Jasmine Thomas and I am a business and mindset coach for millennial women. I help them to increase their self-worth, which will up-level their net worth. And whether you are on Facebook Live or you are tuning in from YouTube, please comment below. Tell me how everything's going. What are you up to today? As well as if something resonates with you guys, please comment below because I want to know what you guys think about this topic. And it is so heavy for me because I feel like after watching Empire Wednesday night, so every now and then I'll tune into Empire, and I saw Cookie literally strung out trying to run a company. And I thought about how many women and even how many men will they'll stress themselves out to the point of exhaustion, worried about other people. And they don't prioritize themselves. How burnt out they are. How unsuccessful they are. Because they have put all their energy into other people. And guys, today's message is very simple. And that message is choose you. It is not selfish to choose yourself. It is actually selfless because you see that you are so important. How can you give to someone else what you do not have to give? How can you be a light in this world when you're dark within yourself? Okay. Oh, thank you guys so much for the hearts and thumbs up. And definitely feel free to share this, especially if you know someone who is struggling with this, who could use this help, they're burning themselves out for everyone else. And I'm talking about people who are in business. I'm talking about parents who are running themselves, ragged for their kids and they're not taking care of themselves. I'm talking about people that are in relationships and they're always doing for the other person. And they find themselves so down, so drained because they're constantly giving and pouring into other people. And Oprah Winfrey said this quote, basically, in a sense, how can you, if you're a cup, no one should be dipping in your cup, taking from you. Whatever people get from you, it should be an overflow. It should be an overflow. That's all they should be getting. And what that taught me is that I have to choose myself, choose to develop myself, choose to grow internally, choose to take off when I need to, or say no to certain opportunities so the better ones can come along. This is such an important message, guys. I didn't want to share because I was a little bit afraid because I was like, okay, how are people going to receive this? But then I realized, Jasmine, it doesn't matter how people receive this. This is so true. And I know Empire is just, a show that people just watch, but Empire has a lot of truths to it. And one of those truths is that we spend so much time taking care of everyone else that we forget about ourselves and we wonder why we feel unappreciated. We don't feel like people care about us, but because we don't care about ourselves enough to make us a priority. So I want to give you a couple practical tips to help you to choose yourself. First things first, you need to have routines for the morning and the night that are just for you. If that means you have to get up 20 minutes earlier, especially if you have children or if you have a significant other, whatever the case is, if you have to get up 20 minutes earlier just to spend that time to yourself, then do it. Take time to take care of you. Whether that's you take that time to say a prayer, whether you take the time to journal, you go exercise, whatever the case is, take that time to make you a priority. One thing that I love to do at least once a week, I love to take myself out to lunch. I love to go get flowers from the grocery store. Just those small things. Even, listening to sermons, listening to podcasts. Just something for me that I can enjoy my time. If you like sitting in your car for 5 minutes just to breathe, just to have that moment. That way you're able to, when you go into another situation where you're having to deal with other people, they're not getting your backlash because you're mad because you haven't poured into yourself. Instead, they're getting your love and your overflow, like I was explaining with that cup and Oprah Winfrey about how you have to fill yourself up before you can give to others. Absolutely, Aunt Lane, I agree wholeheartedly, and that's something else too that I learned from you, and I appreciate it because now I understand better as an adult. Absolutely. Another thing, guys, is that seasons change, and sometimes you have to pull back with certain like friendships, certain relationships, because as you're choosing yourself, people are going to view you differently, especially if you've always been that person who has been there for everybody and nobody was ever there for you. Yeah, they're going to look at you upside your head like, what? Like, when did you changed? I can't believe that you're not doing this for me. I can't believe. Well, I'm sorry. This is just who I am. I take care of me. I make sure I'm okay. I make sure I'm good. Then I go out and I help others. So be okay with knowing that some people are not going to be on that level with you. Maybe they are energy suckers. And especially, guys, those of you who are watching, if you ever watch any of my videos, I know that you are highly successful. You're striving towards even more success. You care about your personal development. You care about your growth. So understand that people are not going to stay and like grow with you. They're not trying to grow with you. In some cases, they may want to just take from you. And guys, you have to know that everyone around you is getting some sort of your energy, whether you're trying to give it to them or not, because they have your attention, they have your focus, they have your thoughts. And sometimes you have to cut those cords so that you can actually float and feel free and go after the things that God has called you to. You have to be willing to do that. And another thing, no one cares more about your success than you do. And I had to learn that big time. Especially like as a coach, I literally give so much, to my clients, and I want them to do well. But then when it came to me and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm putting all my energy into, everyone else. Where's the energy coming back to me? How am I building myself? Because even if you hire an assistant, if you hire a manager, if you hire all these people, don't get me wrong, they may tell you that they care about your success, and some of them genuinely do, but they're not going to put their heart and soul into your success because they still want to have theirs. So just be mindful of that you have to make sure that you are your number one priority. At the end of the day, you have to be. I know that you probably have heard all your life, oh no, you have to be selfless. You have to do everything for everybody else. You have to lay down everything for everybody else. Let me tell you what you're going to wind up. You're going to be looking like Cookie on Empire. How she was strung out, stressed, having heart attacks. You cannot afford to do that. And I'm also speaking to the black community. I'm a black woman. I look at a lot of black women who have hypertension, who have diabetes, all these things because of stress. Of course, some things are hereditary, okay? But some things are preventative. And one thing is not stressing about other people. You can prevent that by cutting the cords. And in addition, I'm not telling you, just forget people. Don't ever, no, help people, but help yourself first. You cannot give what you do not have. And also, too, make sure all of your relationships and friendships are reciprocal. If they are not reciprocal, meaning that, like, for example, if you have a problem and you can't, they're nowhere to be found, you don't need to be friends with people like that, especially if you're one of those people who are always there, always giving. You need new friends. You need other people that actually genuinely want to make sure that you are okay, that you are whole, that you are healed, that you are healthy, and that there's a genuine balance. Because I know I am guilty of that imbalance. I'm the person, I will call and check on people all the time, but I won't hear from them for like 6 months. And then when they call me back, I'm like, oh, hello, hey, how are you? Yeah. No, I'm not doing that anymore. If I call you and you don't call me back within, a week or so, I'm probably not going to answer when you do call. Because what if I had an emergency? Where were you? You know, you have to make sure that there is balance in your relationships, because otherwise you're going to burn yourself out trying to be there for everybody else. And then you're like, well, who's there for me? You be there for you. You choose you. If you get nothing else out of this, you make you your number one priority. Your priority for success, your priority for your health, your priority for your finances. It has to be about you. Guys, I know so many people who have lived, like they're my same age, and they have not established themselves at all. Why? Because they've been so focused on everything and everybody else. And I'm like, what have you been doing these past, because technically I consider 18, you know, of course an adult. So I'm almost 26. I've been out of high school almost 8 years. What have you been doing these past 8 years? Pouring so much into other people, and then they're wondering and they're looking up like, that's why I haven't reached the milestones, because I've just been giving so much to other people. There's nothing wrong with being giving, but give to you. Give to you, and then give to others. I hope this was helpful to you guys. Please feel free to share it, hit the thumbs up, like it. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. I have videos going out every single day. I know that this information was meant for me to share because I just could not hold it in. I could not keep it to myself. I want to help people to feel lighter, to feel freer, so that they're not bogged down by other people and their problems and their responsibilities. You have to take care of your own self. Take care of you. You are all you got at the end of the day. Like, you came into this world as a individual, you're gonna leave as an individual. So make sure when you leave that you leave whole and healthy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an amazing day.